Also new at 10, two different families suffer a brutal encounter. They say armed men tried to trick them into opening their front doors to rob them.
Police say the suspects even pretended that they needed help to try to force their way inside. KCTV5's Emily Rittman is live in Independence to explain how police caught the bad guys. Emily.
Ellen and Brad, the victims called 911 and gave a description of the suspects. Police say they found and arrested them after they say they tried to run and hide. Just before noon, a woman living in these apartments off East 5th Street in Independence heard a knock at her door.
And she was panicking, and she had said that somebody knocked on her door and said it was the maintenance people.
The victim's relative, who asked us to conceal her identity for her safety, says her family member looked out of her peephole.
And that's when she seen two guys at her door with a shotgun.
The woman rushed to get several children to a back bedroom and called 911. The suspects took off before police could find them.
And she said if I would have opened the door, they could have blew my head off, and my kids were there, so it's real scary.
The very next day, another couple heard a knock at their door.
They knocked on his door saying that they needed help, and he opened the door to help them, and then they had a shotgun to his face and pistol whipped him with it.
Police say the man used his body to shut the door to keep the suspects out. At one point during the struggle, the barrel of a shotgun was shut in the door frame as the woman called 911.
So like if somebody was to ever knock on my door and say they need help, I probably wouldn't open the door no more.
Police say they caught Wesley Straughide and a juvenile suspect wearing the same clothes that the victims described, running away from the victim's apartment complex. And court records show that night the police then brought the suspects back to the victims, and the victims positively identified them as the two people trying to force their way into their apartment. Reporting live, Emily Rittman, KCTV5 News.